I'm Whitney Polly, here today with Mackenzie Sorich, founder of View Ridge Family Law and Estate Planning. Mackenzie is going to walk us through the basics of estate planning and why it's so important. Thank you, Mackenzie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me today, Whitney.
So my first question is, so many people think that estate planning is something that older people or people with a lot of money should be doing. First of all, what exactly is estate planning, and why is it that younger people should also look into estate planning?
Everyone needs an estate plan if you're an adult, and there are so many reasons why you want to take care of this, both for yourself and for your family. Number one, you want to make sure that your medical wishes are going to be honored in the case that there's an accident or an illness and you're not able to communicate. That's a healthcare power of attorney that can address those issues. Next, you want to make sure you have a power of attorney for your finances in order to ensure that in the same scenario, someone else can manage your money properly for you. And then finally, everyone needs a will or a trust to ensure that their property is passed on the way they want it to be to their loved ones.
You mentioned a trust. So what is a trust and how does it work within an estate plan?
So a trust is a very useful tool that people can use to make their estate plan work for them while they're both alive and after their death. It helps people who are in an accident or become incapacitated during their lifetime so that a trustee, a person they've chosen, can help them handle their affairs. It also carries on after a person's death in order to pass on their belongings, their assets, their property to their loved ones, whoever they choose and name, and under the conditions that they choose. Whereas a will only is effective upon a person's death. It is not as multifaceted as a trust.
Great. You talk about probate. What is probate?
So probate is a civil court process. It is filing the will or asking the court to administer the estate of someone who's died in a civil court case. It's a public event in which family members have to go to a judge and ask permission just to carry out their loved one's wishes. It requires time and money and expense, and it all needs to happen at the same time that loved ones are grieving the loss of a family member. On top of that, it can be avoided. You can avoid this whole process for your family, save a great deal of money and emotional turmoil by doing a trust or similar estate planning.
Okay, so final question. How often should an estate plan be reviewed?
An estate plan should be reviewed and updated every 3 to 5 years, or after any other sort of major life event, like getting married, getting divorced, having children, buying a house, selling a house, starting a business. Those are major events in which you want to make sure your estate plan's up to date so your family is going to be well taken care of.
Wow, thank you, Mackenzie. So estate planning is really important. If you have real estate, kids, any assets at all, it's definitely something that somebody needs to look into. So, if you've got questions or if you need anything, please reach out to Mackenzie and her team. They will take excellent care of you.